Hi everyone. I thought I would participate in the Tarot Tag 15 to Arwen. I've got the questions written down on a piece of paper just by here. So that is why I'm going to keep looking down. Yeah, I'm pretty nervous. This is my first ever video on YouTube. I don't even know how to upload it yet. In all honesty, it's my second one I've created this morning. But the first was too long, so I'm going to try and do this quicker. Right, so question 1. What's your favourite deck? My favourite deck is the Tarot of the Spirit. The artwork in this deck is absolutely... Let's find some of my favourite cards. Yeah, the artwork in this deck is absolutely beautiful. Look at that. 2 of water. Isn't that lovely? Look at the tower. Really appreciate good artwork in decks. I pick one randomly. You know? So that's my favourite deck. Now, what tarot card stands for who you are now? I had to consider this question, and it isn't just one card. For me, it's between the Queen of Wands, you know. I'm a mum, you know, so I'm busy with my daughter. It isn't just me to worry about, you know. I've got my daughter to organise, she's got to go to school, you know, I've got this to do, I've got that to do. So I'm doing a degree as well, you know, so I'm quite busy all the time. So there's aspects of me that are the Queen of Wands. But in the same token, where I am right now in my life, sorry, I'm looking down because I'm trying to find the card to make sure I tell you the right one. Because I am a beginner, really beginner, if that makes sense even. Oh, I can't find it. Oh, here we go. The blah, 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 4 of Swords. You know, the 4 of Swords is definitely where I'm at right now. I suffer from fibromyalgia. And I need to rest, you know. I keep overdoing it. And I keep getting ill, you know, and I need to learn to slow down, you know. Some of the treatment or therapy for fibromyalgia is using something called pacing. You know, like, for example, you do too much, you know that your body is going to suffer for it, you know. And I forget that. I just go about like a busy bee, you know, and I'm suffering for it. You know, yesterday was horrendous, for example. So this is where I'm at the moment. So it's a mixture of 2 energies, you know. So that's where I'm at the minute. Now, question 3. What card stands for who you want to be? For me, it would have to be the High Priestess. And it correlates to the rest and recovery. You know, I used to meditate a lot. You know, and it's about the meditation, you know, bringing things back, working on spirituality, intuition, which of course links in with the tarot learning. So that's who I want to be. I want to get back my own sort of balance within myself. Does that make sense? So, what does the universe want you to know right now? Alright, let's have a quick shuffle. I wonder what this will tell us. I'm going to give it a quick shuffle. I'm really aware that I can't make this video too long. Right, okay, I'm going to quickly split it. Let's have a go. 3, put it back together. Take from the top, and what do we have? Oh, we've got the 2 of Swords. So what is this telling me? So what have we got here? I'm going to try and do it without the book. So obviously we've got swords, which is the element of air. She's blindfolded. 2 swords, 2 paths. Not sure which way to go. How does that correspond to my life at the moment? What is it trying to tell me? Maybe it's... So I'm just looking at the water in the background as well. The water seems calm, doesn't it? What is it trying to tell me? She's seated. What I'm getting, and I don't know if this is right, is she's seated and she seems very... She's sort of upright, isn't she? She's very stable in her sort of body language. She's got her arms crossed, which could mean almost defensive, maybe, about the 2 paths, not quite knowing what to do. Right, I've just got it. There's a few things going on in my life with relation to sort of family. I'm not going to go into it too much on here. And I'm at a bit of a, I don't know what to do. So this really relates. And is that a waxing or waning moon? I think it's waning, isn't it? Is it waxing? Don't know. I always forget waxing or waning moons. But yeah, I think it's telling me I need to make a decision on something. That's what I think the universe is trying to say to me. Which path am I going to go? Am I going to take left or the right path? So I don't think I can procrastinate any longer. I have to make a decision. And who knows if it's going to be the right decision. All to do with health it is. Right, anyway, what is the next question? Do you have any cards you must love to work with a deck? No, I don't. I think there's some decks you get, do you know what I mean? You look at the artwork and you think, is that going to work for me? Is it not going to work for me? So there's no individual card that I think, oh, right, that is really beautiful. I have to have that deck. It's about them all working together for me. Yeah, I prefer pretty cards, you know. I really want to get the Margaret Peterson deck. I think it's just beautiful, the artwork. So no, I don't have any favourite cards. Next questions. Why tarot and not another divination system? Well, I do use another divination system, and that's using a pendulum. But, you know, I bought my first deck, which was the Mythic Tarot, years ago. Now, at the time, and actually for many years after, I didn't sort of delve in too deep to tarot, you know. I always had other things going on, and life was hectic, you know. So I'd pick up the deck off the bookshelf and go through it, but I wasn't as interested in it as I am now. You know, I'm interested in tarot in a big way now. I can't do anything else. It's getting on my blinking nerves. You know, I got other things to do, and I'm just like binge watching videos and reading books. Stop. No, I love it. No, I really am studying quite hard at the minute, you know, and I'm enjoying it. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. So what was the first book you read about tarot other than the White Book? Well, this was the White Book that come with the Mythic Tarot. Yeah, I read it. Well, not all of it. I haven't read it from cover to cover. But, you know, it contains a lot of Greek mythology. I really like Greek mythology. So this was the first book I read. Although, to be honest, the Holistic Tarot by Benabel Wen has really had a big impact in my journey. It's almost like putting the pieces of the jigsaw together, you know, and it's suddenly gone ding. I'm getting it, you know, slowly but surely. Ah, la la la. What tarot person would you like to have a chat with? Can I say Aleister Crowley? I don't even know if he would chat to me. He'd probably say, go away, go away. I think he's an interesting guy, you know. I wouldn't necessarily just chat to him about tarot. He's got a lot of depth, that guy, you know. And some of his books are definitely on my reading list. Yeah, Aleister Crowley. Question 9. What YouTube channel do you watch and why? I watch Elle, Sacred Seed. I watch Kelly from The Truth and Story. I like... Is it Owl 513? 513? 518? I think it's 513. They're all good girls, you know. I get a lot from their videos, you know, whether it be by looking at deck reviews, just their video. Oh, Kellyanne Maddox too. Yeah, I really enjoy watching their videos. It's helping me as a learning tool, you know. What was it? Elle said something this morning which I resonated with. What was it? Oh, my mind's gone blank. Anyway, I'll probably think of it after, so I'm trying to do too many things at once. How many tarot decks do you have? I have the Mythic Tarot. I have the Thoth. Can't get me tongue around that one. Thoth or Thoth, however we want to say it. I have the Rider-Waite-Smith. I have Navigators of the Sea. That's brand new. That deck has only come through the post last week. The Ancient Egyptian Tarot. Tower of the Spirit. I've got Cosmic Reading cards, which are these. These are really lush cards. Let's just pull a couple out to show you. Look at that. I love these. Pretty though. What's the backs? They're really good cards. Love that one. And I've also got a self-published deck of insight cards. Now these are by a lady called Chrissy Batten. And I just... Look at the backs. They're cool, aren't they? And they're just sort of... I tend to pull sort of like one a day, one in the morning. Quickly read it to you. Title is What Aren't You Seeing? And it says, sometimes persistent delays caused by the universe slowing us down to enable activation of other unseen aspects we need to come into alignment with our deepest desires. So maybe things aren't progressing or manifesting exactly as you wish, simply because not all elements are in place just yet. They speak to me, you know. That really makes sense to me, even now as I speak. Sometimes I'll mix oracle cards with tarot when I read, you know. Not as a general rule of thumb, you know. Sometimes I will, sometimes I won't. No, I've not created my own card or deck. I think it's something that's possible in the future, you know. Definitely. Yes, I do read for myself. As I've already mentioned, I am a complete beginner, so I read for myself. You know, it's good practice. You know, obviously I'm not afraid of making mistakes with myself, am I? So yeah, I do read for myself, and I actually enjoy it. You know, it's good practice and getting used to spreads and trying to work out elements. And oh my god, do you know what I mean? Woohoo! You know, I love reading for myself. What are your favourite questions to be asked when doing a reading for someone else? And I haven't had the opportunity to experience this yet. I've only done one reading for another person. And that was one of my very dear friends, you know. But I think in regards to the question, I think it'd be more the deeper meaning, the deeper questions of life, you know. Something where possibly there's two paths, you know, like we've seen in the Two of Swords, you know. What path can you take? Do you know what I mean? Something where you can discuss options, you know, and discuss each ways, rather than sort of will I get married, or will I live happily ever after in a fairy tale? But I'd rather the deeper questions. And finally, what's the craziest thing that happened to you during a reading? Many years ago, and this is God's honest truth, right? Many years ago, I bought a book of palmistry from a charity shop. So I was round a friend's house, and she had this glass dining room table. So we're sitting round the table, and I said, "Oh, let me have your hand. We'll do this palmistry from the book." So I had hold of her daughter's hand, and we're going through it, and the glass table split perfectly through the middle and went in on itself like that. That was pretty mad, you know, pretty crazy and freaky. So yeah, I think that tops everything, you know, like, how did that happen? Right, I've answered all the questions. I'm hoping this is a shorter video. I'm sorry if I've rushed it. I'm trying my best. I've got to work out how to upload it now. Anyway, thanks, Arwen. Cheers. Bye.